the one vision that I have of that blackout
Oh.
blackout drunk night that we had together. Me and you hopped up on the stage and started dancing, and then everybody left the stage.
It wasn't just me and you. It was everyone that we were pub crawling with that night. Adam was just
What
talking about the other night,
fuck?
like you crip walking on stage or whatever.
Oh my god.
That is bugged out. Concerts. Have you guys ever been to a concert?
Never.
And no? Okay, you never been to one?
What do people do at concerts?
I don't know. I think they try some of the free beer and the food that's there, right?
Free.
Oh,
Yeah.
free beer and
What
food.
concerts are you into with free beer and food?
Free.
Free 99.
Nah, fuck that. Concerts and sporting events have the and movie theaters
Overpriced.
have the most overpriced fucking food I've ever eaten.
Like the last concert I can remember I've been to was with I think it was Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa. That shit was pretty fucking fire.
That's true. That must have just smelled like weed. Just the entire.
Everybody was smoking there. That shit was. No one was angry. Everyone was happy.
You know, I've never been to a hip hop concert, not once.
I saw Wu-Tang Clan once. They were kind of disappointing, actually.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of disappointing. I think it was the venue, but also, man, like those guys are old. They just don't have the energy that they used to have when they.
I was gonna say when you were born, Wu-Tang Clan was famous. Probably like it's like I don't know, man. Like it's like Wu-Tang shows kind of.
Have you ever listened to any of the 50 Cent's concerts? It's the worst shit you've ever heard. Like it's like terrible.
Really?
50 Cent has a very terrible performing voice. Yeah.
Huh.
One of the most
slurred. He got shot in the face, so
Yeah.
I think that might add to it.
One of the
You
most
don't see he talks like he goes, like I think I'd imagine that to when he's recording in the studio, like he's got to try extra hard to make his music sound right. Because I mean, the dude got shot in the face, in the mouth, like where you talk from, he got shot right
shit
there.
Wired up too. His shit, his jaw was wired. I do think though,
Kanye got a wire in his jaw.
Lauryn Hill was probably
that wire up
the worst.
Yeah, that motherfucker need to shut up.
You saw Lauryn Hill recently?
Yeah, I think she was the worst.
No way.
Oh my god!
I would never go to a Lauryn Hill concert.
All right, here's a concert story. Okay,
really bad things about Lauryn Hill.
Here's a concert story.
Trash.
It's horrible, right? We bought tickets to go see Lauryn Hill and was it Nas? Oh my god, Nas is one of my all-time favorite.
I enjoyed that shit.
My grandmother died that weekend.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was terrible, right?
That was bad.
So Tony was like, "Damn, y'all really not going to the concert?" I'm like, "Come on, man! I gotta go to a funeral."
That's a little beast.
Y'all
niggas was going. Y'all all wanted to go.
So I also just to add a little extra.
This nigga adding that.
My family, we're a big family. We've had many deaths, and not to say that, my grandmother passing was not like, anything big, but, my families are very big on just keep shit running normal, and maybe that's the best way for us to function. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna lie. I asked my brother, I was like, damn, we should probably just go to just have some drinks and just like kind of, try to like be good kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And my brother was like, damn, bro, we going to a funeral in the morning and a concert at night, like that. And it was like, man, people are gonna think we're crazy. And like that was and then it's like, man, because of people. Like that's why we didn't do something, Something about that doesn't feel right. And so, yeah, Tony wasn't a piece of shit. Not totally. But he definitely said, yeah, really not going to go to that concert? And it was shitty because it was like, it was Tony and his soon-to-be baby mama, and me and my wife, my cousin and his wife, my brother and his wife. It was a whole gang of us ready to go. We all got the same grandmother, so you already know. Shut the whole shit down. Tony went to one of the all-time worst performers in the world.
Lauryn Hill's, not Nas. Nas shit was fire.
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill's shit was trash. She was mad late.
Drug addict. She was
mad late. Fuck out of here, bitch. I don't care what you got going on, bitch.
Damn,
I pay for this concert. You're doing a concert.
Let's tone the bit. Dowie already called the woman a bitch today. Well, we need the bitches are flying a little too loosely.
Nah, fuck that. Don't take that sorry, Doughboy. Fuck that. That bitch deserved to be called
Don't
a bitch
take
for
the
smoking.
sorry.
Giving out sorries.
No.
If she's smoking in an enclosed environment, fuck out of here.
In
Wow,
hindsight,
so you're saying if someone is doing something wrong, it's okay to call them a slur? Is what you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you're
it's
being
not.
a fucking idiot, yeah.
I don't think you
fuck
agree with
You're
that
being an
argument.
idiot. I
Whoa,
don't give a fuck.
that's an extreme
Yeah, that's a
position.
hot take.
I don't think he thought that
I'll
one through.
take that shit.
That's a hot take. Right
I'll
That is
take
there.
that
like-
all. I
I
don't give a
baited it. I
fuck.
baited it. I'll take that L for Tony.
That's one of
I
the
don't think Tony
spiciest
agrees with
takes I've ever heard.
I don't give a fuck. If you're doing something so stupid like smoking in a fucking spot where you're not
So
supposed
you'd call someone an N-word? Like they deserve it?
no, what? That's racist. I'm saying like if a motherfucker
Oh, he can't even see the parallel. There's two lines here
motherfucker-
running side by
There's
side.
a-
They'll never
nah,
collide.
there's
Tony.
this- no,
They'll
there's a
never collide. It's
difference.
Parallel lines. We learned in seventh grade math.
Dropping the hard N bombs to versus bitch, because you can call a bitch anything. You can call a man a bitch. You can call any sex, any gender, any identification. You can call them a bitch. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it all
Dropping
stems
an
from a
M-bomb
woman.
is a racist.
And when you call a man a bitch,
attached.
you're saying that they're acting womanly, which is viewed as
No,
weak.
I don't.
100%.
It's
I'm not saying
100%
about that.
misogyny.
100%. Come on, bro.
Then
You're
a
in
dick.
denial.
What do you want me to say? If the person is doing something,
don't tell me.
stupid,
I don't know what I
if the
want you to
person's
say. I
doing
just
something
want you to
stupid-
not call women bitches.
I regret.
Doughboy
I
actually
regret
called her
my.
a bitch. I did.
I
I'm
regret
just
my
saying.
statement. Always, but I guess always in hindsight, you're gonna look at things differently and like wish you would have behaved more appropriately.
You
In
reacted.
Doey's defense,
When Doey told us the
in
story
Doey's
earlier,
defense, because he told me the story prior to that he left it out, right? The woman asked him to call her a bitch, okay?
Yes.
And I still, I wouldn't want to do it for whatever reasons, but I will add that.
I was telling her, it's like, yo, my nigga, you're bugging. Cause she sat next to me and lit a cigarette up. And I like the audacity. I looked at her and I'm like, yo. I was like, yo, bro, you cut that out? Like, yo, this is not the place. She looks at me dead in my face and says, I'm having a bad day. So I guess now you're having a bad day. I was like, that's not the answer to this. I was like, no, this is not.
This is not a response to my inquiry. The proper response is you kill that cigarette.
And I'm like, my nigga, what type of time are you on? I said, you are bugging. I was like, are you in a train full of people? Nobody here wants you smoking. And that's when I got like the people rowdy, and one of the people across from me was just staring at her, and the girl was like, and I don't care if you looking at me like that either. she was like obviously not in the right state, and I should have right then and there should have moved to the next car.
Nah, you should have grabbed that fucking cigarette out of her fucking mouth and flung that shit.
And then I could have possibly gotten into an altercation with her and her homeboy. And them niggas, and they could have had something on them, knives, whatever. And they could have got a clean $150 across my cheek, and I'm not willing to take that risk. Over a cigarette on the train.
Tony is riled up right now because Pucho called him out on calling a woman a bitch.
Tony doesn't like to be. Tony doesn't like to be wrong.
The righteous way is not the best way at all times. I don't give a fuck. If a bitch want to act like a bitch, if a dude want to act like a dick, I'm sorry. I'm calling you a dick. That's it.
So how?
But not
fuck out of here. We always got to be right all the time. We always got to play this ball where we got to be correct. We got to do things.
Is it okay to call someone a slur?
No, it's not. But if you're fucking
we agree.
out of nowhere, I'm not gonna like you're just sitting there, Pooch. I'm gonna be like, yo, you acting like a little dick. No, for what? You didn't. There's no call for that. But
no.
If you're doing something,
you said I'm not doing nothing. I said, is it okay to call someone a slur?
If you're not, no, it's not.
In a bad way.
So
you just added that. You just added that. If they're acting in a bad way,
no.
Wait,
this was the original question that you said yes to.
Hey, pause real quick, Tony. You're gonna make this audio real hard to edit if you keep just yelling and talking over everyone. Just to break the fourth wall here.
Y'all be cutting me off 100 times.
Let's make believe like this never happened, and
you're doing it right now.
Tony, just let's stop just calling women bitches. All right,
Yeah.
let's just keep that to
And
a
I wasn't
minimum.
even saying. I wasn't even saying women.
just
Lauren
wanna
Hill's a
finish-
You
piece of
guys are
shit for a
applying
lot
that
of
in
different
there.
reasons. Okay.
I'm just saying.
I
if
just want to
people
finish the
warn-
story before we go. All right. So why I called this girl the B word is because I kept calling her a nigga, and she's obviously a young woman, and she was like lesbian, whatever she was, however she identified. I kept calling. I'll tell you something. You bugging, my nigga. You bugging. And she's like, I'm not a nigga. I'm a bitch. And then I'm like, okay, then, bitch, you're bugging. And then when the conductor came out, I called her, I said, pointed at her, and I said, this bitch right here. So, like, yeah, it was
she
completely
wanted you to
wrong.
call it. That's different.
Yeah, she asked me to like reference her in the right, so I guess I did. But like in hindsight, man, like I don't want to have to argue with anybody on the train station. I'm just gonna get the fuck onto the next train and like not have to deal with somebody's bad day.
No, I think that's wrong. That's also wrong.
Being cordial with people is wrong.
Yeah, because you like to go back a couple pods ago. You were not being cordial when Buddy didn't have a mask on in Publix. You didn't mind your business. You didn't keep it moving. You said something,
He
right?
didn't grab a
Right,
mask and
right?
slap it on his face or anything, though.
No,
Right.
I'm just saying.
I had
You
harsh
didn't have to
words
say
for
shit.
the man,
Yeah,
but I
you didn't
didn't
have to
call
say
him
shit.
any. What?
You didn't have to say anything. You could just
Actually,
mind
I
your
did
business.
for the safety of me and my family because he was getting close to me and he potentially could have been sick. So
Just
yeah,
saying.
I think I had all right to be as harsh as I wanted to be. What I wouldn't have had right to is to call him any slurs.
Or
Like,
slap
that's
it,
all I'm saying.
or slap
Or-
him, or something like that.
No,
Well,
physical.
All right, maybe that's what we did, okay? Because I think in that moment, I think it would have been completely appropriate
I
to
think if he, I
staple a
think if
mask
he,
to his face. Okay?
I think if he
No,
was in
no,
your
no,
face
not
like
that.
coughing or something, like
Yeah. No. Yeah, the situation in that moment was he was coming towards me with full intention of getting very close to me, and I told him to back up,
So-
and then he backed up, and I did tell him, yo, you need to back the fuck up, and he was taken aback by my language.
So,
Because I
second-
guess he thinks we're not in a pandemic and you could stand close to people, and based off of what he said afterwards, he was like, "Well, I'm healthy. You look healthy." I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You better stay back.
So
Like
secondhand smoking is not bad.
100%.
it's
Who's
terrible.
saying who?
No, because that
No.
was your rhyme of reason. Your
Tony,
rhyme of reason
what
was to
you're
say
trying
something
to
because
say
of a
is that if
mask.
someone does something bad, I can call them a slur.
Nope.
That's where we disagree. Yes,
That wasn't my
that is
point
what
right
you're
now.
arguing in
You're
favor
off the
of.
point right now. My point right now was
Nope.
you didn't mind your business. Doughboy said he should have minded his business and just gone
Wait,
to another car.
who started talking about business?
I did when I brought it up.
Why'd you bring it up?
Because I brought it up because Doughboy said I should have minded my business and walked away. I said, no, you don't have to do that. And then I brought it back to where you didn't mind your business. In
Yeah, I'm
public.
not saying Doey should have minded his business.
No,
All I said
that's why
was-
I brought it up because y'all were saying that I'm bugging out. Like we don't need to be.
You're arguing like three different arguments, and two of them are against yourself right now.
I already deaded one. I deaded one argument, and I went to another
All
one.
I said was let's try to stop calling women bitches. That was my whole
Yeah,
thing. We got a whole
above
15
everything
minute.
else.
We got a whole 15-minute
Oh yeah.
spiel
Yo,
on this. That's all I'm saying.
Also,
100%.
I
I
want
got
to
a daughter,
limit.
my brother. I got a daughter.
I want to limit my word of the N, like limit my use of the N word going forward, even from this
Yeah.
episode forward. I would like to not say it as much because I know that that's an issue as well, which I think is going to be a good topic for another episode.
100%. That's going to be something I think
To-
it's worth talking about.
to give some context. I grew up saying the N word all day. In my common language, I still say it every single day. But I make an effort when I hop on here to record not to talk like that. The same way I code switch when I go into work, I try to come a little more correct. Like just because I know that for some people that you know, they might not have my same upbringing, they might not grow up in the same area as me and things like that. They might view certain things from certain people, or even just at all. Like I grew up with some people that was just like, yo, like I don't like that word coming from nobody type of shit. You know, and you try to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's difficult to just code switch when you're not in an environment where there's repercussions. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I go to work, you know, you say certain words, like people are gonna look at you different, whether that may be right or wrong. But
We are
that,
we
like I said, like Doty said, that's a conversation that for another time. But
we are time capsules that are trying to be better.
Yeah.
trying to one up ourselves every day, right?
Yeah, yeah. So
So,
quickly, what happened with Lauren Hill? What was her excuse? Did she
She's a
finally
drug
get on
addict.
It was
stage?
just
Did she
she
eventually
got
get on
on.
stage?
Yeah, she got on like 30 minutes late. Nas done finished his whole shit, and then she got
Wasn't
on, and
Nas
then it.
good?
No, Nas was
Good.
great. Nas shit was fire.
Did he
Um,
perform any of like the classics? Anything good?
yeah, he
Memorable?
performed the classics. Yeah, he performed "If I Ruled the World." Damn, what's
It's
the
one of
other
my
one?
favorites.
One Mic. Mm, it
Hmm.
was a while ago, dude. Fuck. It's mostly like his like number like his top songs he was playing, and then of course with Lauren Hill, like he mixed in his. They had like this weird like live band playing at the same time when Lauren Hill was on. So when he came on, that's just it sounded a lot better. Like when him coming on once Lauren Hill finally showed up, and they were kind of like going back and forth. It was all right, but her performance wise, she was and she was late, so it was just.
that sucks.
Historically, she's a horrible performer. Everybody that I've ever known that has gone to a Lauryn Hill concert, they say it was shit, which is a shame because you listen to her songs and her tracks and all that shit, and she's an amazing singer. Her music is awesome. The bar, her music there is all good. Unfortunately, she be drugged out. She be getting stupid drunk, stupid high. Tony's saying 30 minutes late. I know people that have gone to these concerts been 2 hours late. Like
That's
just
so
waiting for
ridiculous.
Lauryn Hill to come on stage.
Did-
And fuck Nas, man. That's some piece of shit. He's a headliner. Why he gonna tour with this woman? She's fucking shitty at her job. Like she coming through doing a horrible job. Every show, people got a bad story to tell when they go to a Nas concert because he wants to tour with Lauryn Hill.
Maybe he's
Like I
trying.
understand that's the homie, but come on.
Maybe he's trying to give the homie a chance to like redeem herself. Basically, though.
It's
Like,
been like 20 years.
what?
It's 2021.
Just
Okay,
Mucho.
Lauryn Hill was famous in the midnight. She's got 25 years to string her
Well,
act out, all right?
we should have had him on for our forgiveness episode, so he could have explained his thought
Oh,
process.
man. Nah, I love
Yeah,
Nas,
that would be
yo.
nice. Have a phone. Yo, let me call Nas real quick. Yo, Nas, what were you thinking? We'll
Yo.
get so many views if we have like a famous person on the
That's
thing.
why
Like,
that's why Nori shit gotta be fired, because he probably got a bunch of connects.
nah, no
Mucho.
shit.
That's the goal. All right. I've been sipping. I'm all right. Here it is, yo. I want to be on Drink Champs. All right. Holla at me. Holla at your boy. All right. Your boy from Southside Jamaica, Queens, like your boy 50. Out here sipping on Drink Champs. I'll match anybody's energy.
So,
Holla at you.
so I had this concert that we went to one time for this band out of I think they were out of Brooklyn in New York. They were definitely a New York band, and they were just like this 2-piece rock and roll band. Just like awesome, like indie, dirty, like rock and roll.
Like
This band
like the
called
White Stripes.
Kinda,
Like
yeah.
two-
Like,
yeah.
yeah, they were called this band are called the Gay Blades. I've got a sticker of theirs somewhere on this guitar.
You said the Gay Blades.
The Gay Blades. But we went to this show, and it was like a Wednesday night show, and it was like one of the only times they ever toured through Texas. And it was me and my buddy Donald that went there, and we showed up at this bar that they were playing at, and there were like 3 other people there. There were like 3 other people there for the show, and then we were sitting there like ordering some Fireball shots to the Lone Star or something. And we look across the bar, and it's these fucking guys that we paid like $20 to come and see. So we went over and started talking with them, and next
They're
thing you know,
bartending.
no, they're just sitting
Oh,
at the
they're
bar, like,
down the
drinking.
bar. They're not-
And so we go and like talk to them, and next thing you know, we're just doing shots with these guys and just having beers with them for like 2 hours before they finally go on. We were shit faced. I don't know how the fuck these two like went on and actually like performed and played and whatnot. But I remember there was a part of the conversation where I was talking about like one of their singles they had just released. And they had just like hired like a keyboard player for like one of their albums or something. And I was like, yeah, I was like, your keyboard player, like he was I don't know how I feel about him. Like his voice is a little bit tinny on that last song, because this is the kind of thing you say to a band you like when you're 20 shots in or whatever, like some ridiculous amount of drinks in. And I remember the lead singer, like he looked at me. What was his name? Dean something, I think. He looks at me. He's like, yeah. He's like, that's fair. He's like, but That was me that was tinny on that track. He's like I had a cold or something that day, and my
That's
singing was off. And I was like, well, shit. He's like, yeah, but fuck you too. And then he bought us another round of shots, and we drank some more. Very chill
That's
band.
awesome.
Very chill band. One of the drunkest shows I've ever been to. We ended up on the stage at the end of the night. It's like seriously, there were like 5 people total for there to see that band. I could see why they very rarely came through Austin. But
You remember the one vision that I have of that blackout like that
Oh.
blackout drunk night that we had together?
Uh-huh.
Me and you hopped up on the stage and started dancing, and then everybody left the stage.
it wasn't just me and you, it was everyone that we were pub crawling with that night. Adam was just
What
talking about the
the
other night, like
fuck?
you crip walking on stage or whatever.
Oh my god.
That is bugged out. I'm surprised I didn't get tackled by security. That shit's fucking.
No, because there was a bunch of people on the stage, and then a vague memory I have is like me and Mateo jumping up on the stage and just like dance,
Just bugging.
That was wild.
and everybody screamed from whatever. Everybody was like, "Who the fuck are these guys?" Yeah, it was hilarious. Pucho, do you remember that time that Buckethead got late to the concert that we were at?
So not only would I say yes to, of course I remember, but I had the displeasure of going to yet a second Buckethead concert, and I don't think he got late to our concert. I think he is just late. Like that's part of the attraction.
You
Really?
remember the Mick Jagger documentary they forced us to?
Oh my god.
What?
That was horrible.
What?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Tony sounds a little whiny. He's like, she was 30 minutes late. I'm like, 30 minutes? That's almost customary in any fucking concert I've ever been in my
Word.
entire life.
Word.
No, all honesty, bro. All honesty. When I'm telling you that me and Doey went to a show where one man was supposed to play, and we waited for hours watching a Mick Jagger documentary on the stage. It was
What?
horrible. He was doing his little thing, no shirt. The dude is fucking ripped. Jack Diesel abs and all that, doing his little shimmies and all that bullshit. And then some other guy got on stage. The guy was not on the ticket. Okay. It was the one man band, the one dude, that one guy.
That's
Something
fucking
like that. I
terrible.
don't know.
They must have got him off of Fort Lauderdale, like the downtown area, and brought him
That
in.
guy was impressive.
He was
a
right.
good
He was right
musician.
next to the dude playing the trash cans or whatever.
Facts.
I don't remember what his name is. He's the one guy, the one man band, that one guy, the one dude, that one dude, some shit like
Something-
that.
Some app
To that
acronym like
effect.
that.
He had this weird fucking contraption. It was fucking weird. And he was like playing the bass guitar. He was playing the drums, like percussions, and like it was some contraption where he was able to play like 4 different instruments at once. I can't even describe it. And he was singing the whole time. Music, terrible. Wasn't for me. But I give it to the man. I couldn't do it. He's a very talented guy.
I don't know
More
why.
power to the guy. Hopefully the man is swimming in money in some capacity, or he's show to show he's able to make a living for himself. Happy for the guy. But it was not what I was there for, and it was not billed that anybody else would be there. And this is my first concert, so I was like, "Yo, we're gonna go see Buckethead," and
Wait, first concert ever?
first concert ever.
Oh shit!
Because I grew up a
Terrible.
very poor
Yeah,
kid.
that was my first
Right.
concert ever as well.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
And hip hop
no,
has
I'm
been
lying.
my longest running
lying.
music genre. I've never been to a hip hop show. It was just shocking.
I went to Michael Jackson 5 concert. Yeah, I went out, but the day before September 11th. So that memory always overshadows the one before it. It was
Whoa.
You saw
September
the
10th.
Jackson 5?
On September 10th, 2001. The next day, the 9/11 happened. And I got to meet Macaulay Culkin. I got to meet Chris
He was
Tucker.
there. Wow.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin was there. Chris Tucker was there
Oh,
because
fuck.
Chris Tucker, the Rush Hour movie came out recently, and you know how Chris Tucker at the end of the movie always did like some Michael Jackson shit. He came out on
Mhm.
stage and they had like their little back and forth. It was
And you,
really
That's
act-
cool.
fire.
and you
Yeah, it
actually
was
met
really
him
cool.
after that?
I met Chris Tucker, and because there's a lady that lives in the building that I live in right now. To this day, she did costume work for Michael Jackson, Mel Gibson. You remember The Patriot? She did the
Yeah.
Patriot movie, all the costume work for that movie. She did a lot of costume work for Michael Jackson. She gave us backstage tickets.
There's a
Damn.
there's a
Shout out to
revenge
her.
movie right there. The
Yeah.
Patriot. That's a revenge movie.
Yeah,
100%.
I love that movie.
It's a good ass movie.
It's
Yeah.
goofy.
Yeah.
It's very goofy, but
But
it's
we
a damn
can't
good
like Mel
movie.
Gibson anymore, man.
Yo,
Wait,
The
why?
Passion of the Christ is one of the most
People don't like
uncomfortable
Mel
movies.
Gibson no more. You know, he came out saying a lot of racist things about people, and then I think he
When
came
was
out
this?
again.
Did you
Oh,
not?
man.
What?
I
He
must have
man.
missed
This
this.
must have been like he's cancel zero. He was the first guy who ever got canceled, and he was effectively fucking canceled. He came out talking.
he said
It was
he's-
him or Cosmo Kramer. It was
He said-
that same era.
he
They
said a-
both got
he's-
canceled about. Yeah.
Yeah, he said a bunch of like slurs against Jewish people. He said he left this angry voicemail for his ex-wife where he said, "I hope you get raped by a pack of n-words." Like it was a whole
Yeah.
thing. Like it was
Yeah.
it wasn't like some like ooh that
Yeah,
could
it
have been
was-
some
it was-
racist shit. It was some straight up racist shit.
Yeah,
Wow,
it was
I
missed-
anti-Semitic. It was racist and misogynistic.
I can't believe I didn't see this.
I think there were two incidents. I think there was one with a cop where he was he was mid DWI arrest
Yep.
and he said some racist shit.
Yep.
And then he left this series of racist voicemails to like one of his ex-wives or something like that. Like,
Yeah, bro. Not only does it sound very racist, very anti-Semitic, but you can tell there's clear mental illness. Like this guy is not all there. Like he's out of here crazy.
Is that an excuse to be racist?
No, but you can tell that there's something wrong with this person, like mentally.
So I would
That's
say,
crazy.
yeah, it's an excuse to be racist.
I did not know that he did that. That's fucking wild. I was wondering why he doesn't come out with any movies. Now I guess I know why now.
he's starting to become uncanceled again.
Yeah, because it's been over 10 years.
Oh, a while ago now. He dropped the Get the Gringo, and then he dropped a couple other things. And I think his movie won an Oscar. He dropped something. But anyways, Tony, I don't think you heard me. I say, yeah, I would think that mental illness is somewhat of an excuse to be racist. Yeah. Because it's something that someone doesn't have control over. And not say racist in particular, but just any number of things. Like, an excuse doesn't mean that there's no repercussions for it, right? Like if a mentally ill person goes and like kills someone or rapes someone, it's like those are indications that maybe that mentally ill person is too far gone and we need to remove them from society. Maybe keep them locked away in some type of situation where they could, live somewhat of a decent life while maintaining safety in the public and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't think that guy was mentally. I think it was just a racist. So I'll give him no excuses. No. He ain't getting out of that.
Jesus.
He has two different instances, and yeah.
I thought you was hitting me with that little boy with the no. Remember the little meme?
I think that I could. No, that's ableist, man. That guy has a stutter. Kid has a
I
stutter.
thought that's what you was
shouldn't
doing.
make
I'm like,
fun.
yo, is this man all right? Just like no.
I'm getting my thoughts together. I've had a couple of drinks. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring me down, man. I'm
Do you
feeling good.
remember?
I'm on the road to drink champs right now. All right. So I
Yes,
only
man.
want to hear.
Went from mutiny to leaving. That's crazy.
Which
So, anyways, what I was saying was that one guy, the one dude, the one man band, that guy, he came on, put on a impressive but not entertaining at all show. And then after his set, we waited like a whole other hour.
They put
more
McJagger.
fucking Mick Jagger. The Mick Jagger Lagger is what we started saying. I don't even. She was horrible. And then Buckhead came out and he played a kick-ass show.
Yo, the loudest sound system I've ever heard in my life. My ears were cooked, like done.
Yeah.
After that, I had a headache like never before.
Yeah. I remember afterwards, it felt like I had water trapped in my ear.
That's
But there were,
disgusting.
I wasn't swimming, so there was no water. My ears are just fucked. You know what else is sad is that your ears only have one life. You know what I'm saying? As they degrade, they're degraded. Like that one experience has lowered the ability to hear permanently. Like we've lost that level of hearing that we had walking into that show. He's destroyed it, and he did it to me twice. Not only did he did it to me twice, but I went to a concert with Everett where he again just didn't feel like showing up at all. And we, grand total, maybe 4 hours of waiting for this guy, not including a whole two concerts, a whole two shows of people playing instruments that were not billed. They were not on the docket for that evening. We went to a Buckethead concert and we saw a number of different, people playing live concerts. Yo, my feet were fucking destroyed. That was one of the worst nights of my entire life. Of just, I've been to plenty of shows. I'm not one of those. I hate concerts with seats. I don't like them.
Yep.
They don't feel right to me. It's like the energy ain't right. Confining me to a seat ain't right. It don't let me be the person I want to be when I'm enjoying the show. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But goddamn, I wanted a seat. Okay, my feet were cooked. I mean, completely destroyed. I remember when me and Ever got back to the crib, we were like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And that's it. That was my experience. Never again, yo. I don't care. Buckhead could cure cancer and all that. I love the guy. He's got good music. The guy's a fucking weirdo. He's got good music. I'll never go to his live concert ever again. I don't care what he ever does. I don't care if it comes with promises or anything like that. I have no intention.
No
Wow.
thanks. He put his guitar in my ear and fucked me with it like a cock.
Remember that scene from Scary Movie where a literal cock went into one of the Wayans brothers' ears and it fucked up his hearing? That's what happened to both of us.
But
Except we did it twice. We got 2 years.
guitars are
So-
very phallic shaped. So like I guess that's
Yeah,
fair. You
yeah.
remember Prince? Like I remember Prince doing a solo one time and he straight up held that guitar out of his crotch like it was like he was just playing his dick.
Damn.
He probably was.
I think it's when he was going by the artist, like the artist formerly known as Prince. I think like his guitar was shaped like his little symbol that he had for a while.
That's
Wow.
fucking beast.
Okay.
Man,
I have a good one. Me, my brother, Justin, Tinker, and I think it was Jesus. We went to go see Lupe Fiasco in Webster Hall. And this was around the time where he was, I think, the album that was, I don't know if it got released yet or it was soon to be released. I think it was released already. It was called Lasers. Very controversial because like the record label didn't want to release it. So there was a lot of tension inside like the Webster Hall when like with the people that were there for him. The one thing I will say about Lupe Fiasco, one of the clearest, the best voices I've ever heard performing. Like he did this one song where he's like, "I'm from the city, best city in the West City." I heard every word he said. I was so impressed by that. Like 5 out of 5 concert for that. There was a moment there where we were waiting for so long that our feet were hurting. So when we got in the venue, we found this little area that had like these speakers stacked up. So we sat on top of the speakers.
Oh
But
my
like
God.
we noticed when people were leaving, other people were trying to like dominate the speaker area. So we had to use the bathroom and we didn't want to have to like travel where the bathroom was. We
man.
started pissing in the corner.
Oh my God.
No.
Though you have a problem with pissing in public
but
places,
it wasn't just
bro.
listen, it wasn't just me, okay? This
No,
time,
there was a group of you.
it wasn't just me, all right?
But once the gates of hell were unleashed, were you the greatest offender?
It and so then
That's-
somewhere in between us pissing in this
Someone
corner,
took a shit?
no, somebody left their
Oh.
stuff in that corner, and
Oh,
I ended
pissed
up
on it.
almost, basically pissing on top of their stuff, and I felt really bad. Almost got into a real big situation there, but like, thank God he was pussy and he didn't do anything.
Jeez.
Thank God. We would have been a big fight if he
Wait.
wasn't. If he
We
wasn't,
went from We went from bitch.
All right. Maybe he was
Yeah.
sensible. Thank God he was a sensible person, and he didn't want to
No.
And it wasn't
fight.
me, boys.
And he didn't want to
You could just say
you know,
like he just was afraid to fight,
yeah, he
or
didn't
he
want to
wasn't willing to stand up for himself, and
yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
Cause,
that's beast.
it
You
is-
piss on somebody's purse, I would swing at you. That's beast. Wait, why
I
would
would
she
take
leave
that.
her purse there at the side though?
if it helps, they left their stuff in a piss drenched area. So,
No, but
like,
why
Put their
would she?
purse
Why
on
would they
piss,
leave
and then
this?
it got pissed on.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Why
I
would
don't
they
know
leave
why
this
they
stuff
left their
there?
stuff
I
there.
think that the assumption would be that a random corner in a venue is not going to be filled with piss. That would be my personal take. on
Mateo, are
it.
you gonna leave your wallet in a random corner though?
But I don't know. Was the wallet in there, or was it like their backpack
It was
filled
like
It's a
with
their,
like?
purse.
it
I
was
would
like
assume.
a backpack or some bullshit there.
It could
So
have.
yeah,
Dicks.
Like me personally, no. Like I'm not going to leave my shit there. But like I get the urge to like stash. Like you ever bought like a record or something at a concert, and like right at the beginning, and then you're like, well, the fuck do I do with this record that I just bought that I have to carry around this LP now the entire time that I'm trying to dance or like move to this music?
I am curious though. During these concerts, did you ever go to the bathroom in the middle of the
yeah,
concert?
yeah. I went to the bathroom once because,
Damn, I
like,
would be
believe it or
mad to
not,
do that.
pissing while you're in a crowd of like 1,000 people isn't as easy as you think it is.
Why would you want to piss in a crowd of people?
I'm just saying, in the corner while there's 1,000 people behind you.
Okay, I thought you meant like actually you're in the crowd just like peeing between people's legs.
Could you imagine? Could
Oh
you
my God,
imagine
what
a
is
mosh
that?
pit and someone whips their dick out and start pissing as they're moshing?
But that's like an uncontrollable water hose. Like he can't control it.
Oh no,
He's
no!
pissing on everybody.
I got the trick. You get your beer right, and you start whiling with it, and just like dancing and shaking beer everywhere, and then you pee at the same time. People won't even know that you're
don't
peeing
know.
all over them. They'll just think it's
How do you
beer.
know?
Then
How do you know what it is?
This
Is
is
it
terrible.
beer?
Nah.
This is terrible advice. But the disclaimer up: this is not real advice.
That's a fight in my hood.
Okay. Second story for me. I got to go see Playboy Cardi literally like before he like exploded into a huge artist, and like
I do want to say what you said about Lupe Fiasco actually makes me want to go to a hip hop concert. Historically, I've seen hip hop concerts on YouTube and recordings of them and things like that, and they are some of the most unimpressive things I've ever seen. 99% of the hip hop shows, they just play the music and then they recite lyrics, and then the PA or whatever they got, the setup ain't right, so their voice is just based the fuck out, is drowned out, and you can't hear words. And I'm like, why do I want to go somewhere and hear someone recite lyrics when it's worse than the record? You know?
I saw Lil Wayne once, and I couldn't understand a single fucking thing that man said.
Yeah. Meanwhile, when you go to these rock concerts, and I'm not saying like all rock concerts, but for me, my favorite bands, historically and even to this moment, Circa Survive and Cody and Cambria, they put on pretty good shows. And to me, like it's fun to hear like a Jay-Z concert I'd go to if you could ever get a ticket, right? Because the man he comes with a full band. You know, they got a full band playing all the instruments, and then he's rapping on top of that. And then hopefully you can hear the lyrics, but at least you're experiencing a band, like a group like the Roots and shit. They're a full band. So like those things, that's very cool to me. It's like a band, you know. To me, I like bands. I'm not like a rock guy necessarily. I'm a hip hop kid, like, but it's what I'm drawn to music, and from a live music perspective, it just seems that these rock groups are more about producing music on stage, and that's why I've never been to a hip hop show. But you saying, "Yo, I went to a Lupe concert and it was a clarity beyond the God. I heard every single word." That shit sounds interesting to me. And then if you mix that in with someone like Nas or Jigga, that they're gonna go and they're gonna get a band and they're gonna produce either the exact thing you hear in an album or some alternative of, but you know, it's live music. I don't know. I'm into that. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways,
I did see Gambino once, and he was awesome.
Ooh,
he was clear.
really?
He was involved. He was running around the stage. He jumped in the crowd at one point, like just like stage dive. They put him down. The crowd made like a circle around him. Like it was awesome. I saw him at ACL Fest, and it was one of the best times. Waiting for him was miserable because we showed up. We showed up like 2 hours early because it's ACL Fest. There's all these stages and they have like these staggered schedules. So we showed up like for the band that was playing before him, like 2 hours before, and they were shitty. We didn't even care about that band. We showed up early so we could just steal a spot. And then like we ran out of water. We only had beer. We were dehydrated. It
And
was
you didn't
100
want to
degrees
leave.
outside. The second, like everyone else had the same idea as us, so we were packed in like so much body heat. We thought we were gonna die. We thought we were gonna die waiting for Gambino to come on.
Holy shit. Yo,
That's
Childish
horrible.
Gambino is an amazing artist. Like I
Mhm.
love him a lot. Because
The man's a good actor too.
he's like a savant. Like he just whatever he does, he's just really good at it. He's even like
Yeah.
he has comedy specials.
Mhm.
I don't think he's
He's a
that funny though.
comedian.
He's funny,
Director.
but
I
I
mean,
don't
that's
think
what you
he's.
say, but then you like the shows that he writes.
The comedian,
Yeah,
he's a
yeah.
director, he's an actor, he's I mean, like yeah, he's all over the place.
He's a musician, he's a producer.
It's a
Like,
triple
you know,
threat.
Writes
Quadruple threat.
scripts.
Oh, he has done scripts, right?
Yeah, Atlanta is his show, right?
I feel like he's
it's
the
a good fucking show.
jack of
Damn,
all trades.
Paperboy, I'm all about my Paperboy. Damn, y'all gotta watch Atlanta. That show's fire.
I need to check it out.
It's good.
It's been on my list for forever, but
It's like slice of life, but you know, there's a little bit of like, it's like if you grew up in the hood, there's so much to relate to in this story. And then especially for like Tony, you know, you grew up like you really relate to the Southern shit. There's more to relate to, you know what I'm saying? And then it's just straight up funny. There's a lot of good scenes that are just straight up funny.
so so we're definitely gonna have to come back to this concert conversation, right? Because I don't think Tony even got to tell about any of his concert experiences.
Yeah, he talked about Lauryn Hill's late ass. You know, he's some derogatory.
I mean, there
language.
was one
But
more.
I do want to hear Doey finish at least this story that you say you saw Playboy Cardi before he blew up.
Before he blew up, like
Wow.
literally around the time his self-titled album came out. That's the one with all the woodwind stuff
Yeah.
that you listen to with
Yeah,
Pierre
Doey made me
Bourne.
listen to that album. I listened to Playboy Cardi for the first time like I don't know, like 4 months ago.
Mhm.
Other
So-
than his little shoulder song, whatever that one was. Something like that, no? No, I'm thinking of the wrong guy.
I know
He's thinking of Little Uzi.
I'm thinking of Uzi Vert. You see, this is why I can't keep up with these new kids, man. I'm a boom bapper, okay? I know the words, I know the beats. They all this new shit, they sound the same to me. Yeah, that wasn't even a joke. I thought, all right, okay, the woodwind man is the producer. I remember you telling me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cut out that embarrassment.
Pierre Bourne
Nah,
is
you leave
the
that shit in.
producer.
Cutting it out.
But like around that time, Cardi and Uzi had a lot of songs. They were supposed to have like an album out around that time that never came to fruition. But anyways, probably one of the most energetic concerts I've ever been to. There was maybe like a little more than 1,000 people. Like it was a big venue, so maybe half of the venue was filled. So we were right up front center. It was amazing energy, bro. Like Cardi really makes good concert music, and he makes really good mosh pit music, and he makes really like high energy songs that just like one of the most unforgettable concert experiences I've ever had. The best part about it was that if you go see Cardi now, you're gonna see him with 50,000 people, and you're gonna have to sit in the back and stuff like that. Like I got to see him like up front. Like it
You mean
was
50,000 fans or 50,000 people on stage?
no, like 50,000 people. Like usually when he plays at big venues and festivals and stuff like that. And I feel like the venue I got to see him in was very like
Like a rock concert.
yeah, it was very
It was like 1,000 people tops. Like,
it was like intimate.
Yeah, that shit's
It was
fire.
It's intimate. Like it was like a very cool experience. Like I went with Rob, Jesus, Nita, me, maybe one more person that I'm maybe forgetting to name, but it incredible. I have one more that I want to put in, but I feel like I keep pulling them out of my sleeve. It was the Drake concert with Nita. Incredible. Yo, Drake knows how to throw a fucking concert. He brought out
There's people that hate Drake.
It's corny.
A lot of people hate Drake.
He's super corny. I gotta agree. But in my opinion, if you go to a Drake concert, you're not gonna be disappointed. You're getting
That
your
first
money's
mixtape
worth.
was fire, yo. I
Yeah.
don't care what nobody say.
Yeah.
What was that, like 2008?
Yeah.
2007? That shit was...
He brought out J. Cole, Dipset, Fat Joe, Remy Ma, and like some other people, bro. But it was like
I'm
like
saying that's crazy. That,
it was
like,
a
how can you shit
concert
on that?
in concerts. Like he brought another concert on top of his concert, and you
Okay,
got
before everybody blew up, he brought everybody.
Yeah.
He brought Fat Joe before he blew up. J.
Nah,
Cole
nah.
before. I know, obviously. What the fuck? Drake wasn't fucking bored. Nah, I'm just saying.
But it was at Madison Square Garden. Yo, shout out to the
Damn.
Garden, one of the
Damn,
best
Garden.
fucking like to do anything. If you ever go to Madison Square Garden, it's one of the best places in the world to me in New York to like experience something.
Is that where the famous basketball team plays at?
The most famous basketball team, the team that sells out every single game, that's where they play.
Nah, I'll just be
The National Basketball Association team. That's where they're from.
You would even
people
call
who
them
can't win a chip.
America's team.
You would call them America's basketball team for sure.
You see that right behind me? That's the only America's team. It's like
What do you mean, the Cowboys
like,
who hated the true natives of the country?
Don't bring in no bullshit into the America's team.
I'm just saying.
I'm bringing bullshit to
people in
America's
America, and I think Cowboys hated those
There's
people.
a bunch of Cowboy fans out there that'll probably watch this podcast and tell you to go
that hate
fuck
America
a goat.
because they hate the native people that are wow. But anyways, the true basketball team that we're talking about are the New York Knickerbockers. Okay,
Now, what do you mean true? They're not true.
They doing very well this year.
they're actually doing pretty decent. I wouldn't go so far as to say well, but they're making the playoffs. All right. So for us New York fans, we take what we could get. My dying dream. I say dying because I honestly believe that I'm gonna die before I see this. Is to see the New York Knicks win a championship. That shit makes me depressed. The finger roll makes me sad, and I hate Michael Jordan because those are 2 shots at a championship, and they're ruined.
The better team won.
That's what people would say.
Anyways, I think the concert. I've been. This is one concert, right? Going back to concerts again, like because I didn't get my story really, but I went to a concert for the first time to go see. What is their name? What is their name? Pooja, I went with you for in Orlando.
Oh wow, yeah, we went to go see Coheed and Cambria, and
Coheed
Doey
and
was
Cambria.
there.
Yeah,
Yo,
A dope show because a band that opened for them, Polyphia, they're popping right now.
incredible, bro.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yo.
that was kind of cool. That was kind of like in the midst of Polyphia blowing up. They opened for Coheed. Coheed's my band. Polyphia, fire.
What's that Coheed
The
song?
homeboy Tim Henson. He's a motherfucking genius on the guitar. Okay.
but
I
yeah,
got
we went to that
I got to
concert.
see Saves the Day, bro.
Oh yeah,
Which I
Saves the
have
Day.
been
How are we gonna
wanting-
forget? Saves the Day was another. We went to go see Saves the Day and Coheed, and then Polyphia was like the middle. They opened for they were the show before Coheed. So it was just a good show. We got some Saves the Day with some nostalgia for us. Coheed was what I was going for. Polyphia is kind of the newcomers. They're coming into the game, and they're kind of taking over, man. They're very fucking popular. And as new kids, they're very active on the social medias and the YouTubes and the tweeters and things of that nature. And yeah, I mean they're blowing up, man. The kids are talented.
So that concert there was pretty dope.
I
Seeing
would've
live
hated.
music. Like I didn't really listen to Coheed and Cambria till that day. They had like a whole Coheed Cambria play through the whole trip to go there. But watching something live with like instruments is pretty dope. Like I wasn't a fan of them before, but when I left the concert, I started listening to their music. So, and you learn to appreciate music that way. But in the concert, my only discrepancy was people's body odor. Like, I don't understand what goes to people's head, right? You go to a concert with no deodorant, you're probably not wearing socks, I would assume, because just the smell. Somebody walked by, I think I walked by somebody, right? And I want to say, forgive me, I think he was a redneck because he had camel cutoffs and this weird hat and dipping. He was dipping as well, tobacco. For some of you guys that don't know, it's like chewing tobacco. I walked by him, and the strength of the 7 stinkiest homeless people you can ever imagine smacks me in the face. And I was like, I looked at him, and I know he knew that I smelled him. And he just kept on going about his life. Walked past me. I was in the thing. I told these guys, yo, that man stank. Throughout the show, I kept smelling the same smell. I did not know where it was coming from. Something told me to turn around. This man's behind me with his hands up. I was tight because all that smell is now on me. And I'm jam-packed with all these people around me. So I know exactly, as soon as we left out of that concert, I already knew I had that man smell on me, bro. And I don't know what it is. And it was just that concert. I've been to other concerts, but maybe because that was in an enclosed concert that his smelliness was even stronger. But bro, deodorant is a major key in life.
It's a major key.
Major key. Like if you're down not to shower, you just got out of the gym, you could put deodorant on to wipe yourself down with a towel and you'll be Gucci. Even flipping your shirt or changing it, you'll be straight. But this man stank was so bad that I don't think I ever want to do another indoor concert.
Did you say flipping your shirt?
Like you can flip it, like
inside out.
Inside out, flip it. Do whatever you want with a shirt, right?
I don't know that method works, but
that might work. That might work. I don't know, but I'm just saying deodorant or in a light pat with a towel.
I'm gonna have to tell you guys, the One Up podcast does not endorse this flipping your shirt method for getting rid of your stink.
Yeah.
No,
like Tony, I want regular bathings and fucking deodorant.
No,
okay?
I do too.
I remember the exact person that Tony was talking about because I pushed this person away from me.
Mm-hmm.
The forearm tactic.
Give him a nice little.
Kept him back, and then I remember the stench was with me. It was on my arm for the whole concert. I was in Gainesville. We drove to Gainesville to watch the show. I drove home as fast as I could to take a shower because my arm had that fucking stank. A stank was on me.
Man, yeah,
the stank lived with me. It lived on me and it lived with Everett. Because I don't know if you remember, me, Tony, Everett, Brian, Doey, we were at this show, all big fucking dudes. Because you know what happens at shows, right? People try to muscle their way into different positionings, right? But picture us 5 dudes standing there. When people were trying to muscle their way through, one of us would scream, "Hold the wall!" And everybody would be like, and we would let no one through. People were like, "Come on, bro, you guys are assholes. Fuck you."
Yeah.
And we was like, nah, we're in our position. We're not going to get muscled out. And we kept our location except for those musky bastards.
They overtook
like
it.
shit.
They overtook
it. Was bad.
I'm gonna tell you, I got a controversial opinion before we wrap this episode. You
Wow.
tall dudes, you 6'4" guys, stay the fuck back at the concert. You don't got to get right up on the stage to see a damn thing. So just stay back. Stop ruining my view.
Yeah, we were in the middle. We were in the middle.
I don't even think.
And namely in that group is Tony and Everett. They're the 6'+ crowd. I'm with you, Mateo. You know, we're in the 5'8" camp. Okay, These tall motherfuckers, Tony and Everett. Stay your ass home. Why you going to shows? Fucking it up for everybody. But let's keep holding that wall, baby. Let's keep holding that wall, Tony. Okay.
Yeah.
I love you, man.
So
whatever.
So what did we learn today, boys?
Short people problems.
Let's not call women the B word
or the P word.
Let's just stop making derogatory comments that involve people, you know. And if I say them, educate me. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to grow. Don't cancel me. All right. From a different era, right? We talk different. That's all.
Trying to learn.
Trying to.
Man, don't shoot people, man. It's just fucked up. People trying to live. You're killing people.
How are they going to go to Buckethead shows and see that Mick Jagger documentary if you're shooting
Don't go to the Buckethead show.
Don't go to Lauryn Hill's concerts.
Live.
Nah, stop adding Lauryn Hill to your concerts.
Yeah, don't add Lauryn
One
Hill.
up yourself. Don't one down yourself.
Or if you're going to keep doing it, come on our podcast and explain. Just tell us why.
Yeah, ether her. Send her home and never bring her back. Hit her with the ether. I don't want her around.
Hit her with that ether. Well, that's it for this episode on the One Up Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed, man. And like I said, every time we record, we want to thank you guys for listening and watching, giving us likes and subscribing. It's a real big push. We hit a milestone the other day too, and I just want to say thank you guys for liking the videos and just even some of you guys commenting and stuff, man. We really appreciate it, and we're getting better. You know, new things to come. We're trying to push a whole bunch of new ideas and putting it together. I don't want to ruin it yet. I just want to kind of surprise you guys on the pod, but we really appreciate all the support and stuff, man. And thank you guys again, the viewers and the listeners out there from the One Up Podcast. Hope you guys had a good time and enjoy the recent pods. Peace.
Deuces.